We've got great people with us this afternoon, speakers who see this issue from a variety of different kinds of perspectives. And the bottom line for all of us is, it's time to give America a raise. We're going to begin our program with a leader who speaks his mind and can always be counted on, always be counted on, to stand up for workers and working families and working people across this country. Please join me in welcoming our friend, our advocate from the state of Nevada, U.S. Majority Leader Harry Reid.
My name is Reid.
We better check. We may be related. Lee, thank you very much for this and all you do. As we look down the list of people who are going to make presentations here today, it's remarkable that we're here together on a cause. I have such admiration and respect for everybody here. Nancy Pelosi is going to be introduced, but I have to say what a partner that she has been. I have such admiration for this good woman and what she does. She's great before the cameras, but she's better behind the camera when there's nobody around. Everybody here, I'm so sorry that George Miller's leaving the House of Representatives. I just really care about him so very, very much. Who's someone that's been in the trenches his whole political life. I've never worked for minimum wage. I've worked for less than minimum wage. As a boy and a young man, we didn't have a lot of people around watching what people paid us. I wish I could have earned minimum wage in those days as a boy and a young man. But now the laws are better than they were. They're enforced better. It's great to see all these wonderful people here and here joining in a cause to give 26 million people a raise. That's what it's about. To draw out of poverty well more than 1 million people. It's really far too long that the wealthiest 1% of the country have been raking in billions in profits, while the middle class and the poor have been affected adversely. I don't begrudge anyone success. More power to them, even if their name is Coke. But we here in Washington have to decide whose side we're on. And the people out there who will go to the ballot boxes in the primary elections and the general elections in just a few months have to decide whose side they're on. Are we here, are they there voting to help millionaires and multi-billionaires get richer? Are we here to help create a middle class? You know, we have a problem in America today. The rich are getting richer, the poor are getting poorer, and the middle class is being squeezed. The middle class deserves a raise. We need more people being brought into the middle class. It's time for them to get that raise. Raising the minimum wage, I've indicated, will lift people out of poverty. I thought it was 1 million. My remarks here, and I'll stick with those, 2 million. So the benefits are greater than that. As I've indicated, 28 million people would get a raise. This is really a bill that is a no-brainer. It should pass, and should pass very easily. I was interested in, I don't know, most of you don't read the Wall Street Journal, either do I, but today it was brought to my attention that they had an op-ed piece. And the reason that I felt so good about it, I think I must be getting under their skin. They wrote an op-ed piece in the Wall Street Journal telling everybody that I was a collectivist. You know, that's a code word for you know what. And that they were people who love freedom. That's why they're spending these monies to defeat people. And they talked about, in this op-ed, they talked about truth and veracity. That's veracity is my word, about how they only told the truth. Sure. Most people here are familiar with the Koch brothers. I've helped make them a little more infamous or famous, and I'm glad I've done that. These two men are a pair of shadow billionaires spending millions of dollars to rig our political system, and who does it help? Them. And by every indication, my Republican colleagues are falling all over themselves to help advance their self-described radical philosophy. Already, we've had one senator run to the Senate floor, and he read word for word that op-ed piece onto the floor. Well, it's truly scary that the Republican Koch agenda and the Ryan Koch budget is just what they want, to make millionaires and billionaires even richer, and they do it at the expense of the middle class. The op-ed, one of the Koch brothers said he wants to create, quote, greater well-being and opportunity for all Americans. He has a funny way of showing it. Amen. He doesn't just oppose raising the minimum wage, he wants to abolish the minimum wage. So nothing could be further from the mainstream. We're going to, as I've indicated, face in the weeks to come, the months to come, whose side we're on. We up here are on the side of the American people. You are too. Let's hope the American people understand what's going on in this room today. We have to stand with the American people, not the shadow billionaires who we brought out of the shadows, and at least we know who they are now.